Hey, everybody. It's Sonia Williams here. Just wanted to pop on real quick for Tipsy Tuesdays. Wanted to talk about hiring your children. I don't know if many of you knew that you could get a tax credit of up to $12,000 per child by hiring your child. So I wanted to pop on and give you 10 real quick tips on Tipsy Tuesday of what you would need to hire your children. Okay, hiring your children, and I do have my notes here, so yes, I am looking down. So hiring your children, there are benefits to hiring your children. For example, you can deduct your child wages as a business expense. Okay, so hiring your children can be beneficial if you do it correctly. The key is doing it correctly. Okay, all right, so here are your 10 tips to hire your children the right way. Okay, and keep in mind, this does not mean hiring your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, or other family members. Okay, so the first tip is you have to hire your child to do real work. Okay, you need to make sure that your child is a real employee. This means that your child should do the actual work for your business. Okay, the work that your child does, it must be normal and necessary for your business. Also, if your child doesn't actually do the work for your business, then you can't simply just pay them and claim it as a business deduction. Okay. Another thing that you must do when you're hiring your children is you must create an employment contract that your child has to sign. Just as you should if you had another employee. Okay, this contract should list the tasks that you hired your child to do. For example, if your child is hired to turn the button on your phone, I don't know, I'm just throwing something out there. If you hire your child to let's say some kind of techni savvy, like my 11-year-old, she has to show me how to do things. So that's her role with me, is to show me how to maybe edit videos and things like that. So these new age kids. Okay, so number 2, you have to comply with the employment laws. So you must treat your child the same way that you would treat other employees. Okay, this means that you may follow employment laws and file all the required forms. Okay, when hiring your children, you have to have them to fill out a W-4 form. So that would fall under file all your required forms. Number 3, you have to follow the child labor laws. So when hiring your children, you have to follow those labor laws. Okay, so for exact information about that, you do want to contact u.s.dol and your state agencies to find out more information about that. Number 4, you have to give your children real wages. Okay, so you must give your children actual wages. Things that don't count as wages includes things like college tuition, other education, and food. So you can't pay your kids in food. You can't say, okay, you did this for me, I'm going to take you to Papa Dole and this is going to be your payment. Can't do that. Okay, all right. So things that you may want to consider when paying your children is you may want to pay them by check, you want to pay them by direct deposit, but whatever you do, don't pay cash because you want to leave that paper trail. Okay, paper trail, paper trail, paper trail. Okay. Number 5, when you're hiring your children, you'll want to pay them with reasonable wages. Okay, you can't pay your kids in large amounts simply because you're related. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Okay. Also, you want to pay your child at least the minimum wage. Okay. If your child is under the age of 20, you can pay them the federal youth minimum wage, which is $4.25, but that only applies to the first 90 days of employment. So after the first 90 days, then you'll have to pay them at least the minimum wage. Okay. So number 6, you want to separate your family and work duties. Okay. So when hiring your child, when hiring your child, you want to remember to always keep the household and business tasks separate. Okay. So if you give your child money for household chores, then you can't deduct those wages, okay, as a business expense. You can't do it. So you have to pay them the for the work that's done for your business, okay? Number 7, when you hire your child, you want to withhold income taxes from your child regardless of age, okay? So when you hire your child, those taxes may be different than with any other employees that you may have, okay? But you have to withhold taxes from your child, okay? And if you want more information about that, the IRS does have a page about hiring family members that can help you understand payroll and income tax obligations, okay? Number 8, you should always keep accurate and complete payroll records for all of your employees, including your children, who will be your employee. So, payroll records should include hours worked, wages earned, and taxes withheld. So, you must give you got to give your kids a pay stub, okay? Just give them a basic pay stub, and you'll want to keep this information on file. It will benefit you, because in order to have your business, one thing is you must have accurate records. So when you hire your child, that includes them too. So keep accurate records, keep their paycheck stubs, give them a paycheck stub, and then you file paycheck stub too. You'll want to pay your child by depositing wages into their bank accounts to show that that child really did receive those wages. And that's one thing that you can keep track of your record. So when you pay them, deposit the wages into their account. Paper trail, paper trail, paper trail. Okay, so it will show that they have money deposited into their account, and then it'll show how much was deposited into the account. One more thing with depositing wages, a good thing is you can deposit the wages into a Roth IRA or a Section 529 college savings fund. Okay, so those are legal ways that you can deposit into accounts as well. And number 10, help your child file a tax return. So despite of your child's age, you want to help them file a tax return, and they should file an annual income tax return, okay? And you can help them do that as well. So, depending on how much your child has earned during the year, they may be able to get an income tax refund once they filed their tax return. I'm sorry that I was looking down so much, but I had my notes that I wanted to get these 10 tips out for you for Tipsy Tuesday. So this is just some information on how you can, ways that you can hire your children, and 10 tips that you can be successful. So I hope this information was valuable to you. And if you want more information about my business, click on the link and fill out the lead page so I can have your information, and I can get some information over to you. So everyone have a peaceful day, and I will see you later.